Whitetail Hunter here. I'm just a little off topic today, but I decided to smoke up some stuff on the Green Mountain Grill. So that is, we got some Munsetter, some Swiss, some pepper jack, and some mild cheddar. We got our all ready to go on the smoker. I need to get some better trays, and we're just going to see how she turns out. I got a smoke tube, and with the Green Mountain, there is a smoking setting where it doesn't use any heat, just the fans run. So we'll see what happens with it. It makes a real good smoke, I hope. And I love smoked cheese, so we'll see what I can make with it. All right, this is the first time I tried to smoke the right way, and you just use your smoker tube and the fans from the Green Mountain. I don't have a very good rack set up yet. I haven't got I had a smaller smoker that I used to travel with, so I had to get my thing turned on here and get some fans going, and we'll probably smoke it for 3 or 4 hours if I don't end up with all the cheese down in my nuts. We'll see what happens. Okay, I got the fan set on 50%. She's smoking. Now, just keep it shut and not peek in there for a few hours. I can still monitor my heat on my app, so I make sure I don't get too hot for the cheese, because I've got a probe stuck in them. So we'll keep on smoking on. That's my job today, because I'm pretty sore from working the past week. All right, I'll wrap this up after a while. I'll tell you one thing, I ran my fan up to 50% and 100%, wondering how much smoke I get, a difference, and I wasn't seeing any smoke, that much smoke coming out of my smokestack. It was coming out, I don't know if you can even see it, but it's coming out now. But where I was seeing smoke come out of, and this is a good grill, but it was just the smoke tubes laying on this side of the grill, it was coming out this seam right here. And you can see inside here, and I just wasn't seeing it that smoky in there. So I turned it down to like 18%. Now I'm getting smoke flowing across here, and I'm getting smoke coming out of my smoke tube better. So more fan isn't necessarily better, I don't think. It might be blowing it out of there. And I did read somewhere where somebody was running theirs at 18%. So that's where I think I'm going to leave that, because it seems like it's getting a good smoke there. I'm seeing it inside the grill. I'm seeing it come out the smokestack. So we're going to give that a shot. We'll check that out. I don't know about Canada. They got us locked out from going up there. Been missing out on my Canadian fishing trips for the last, this is 2 years now. We usually go up there from anywhere from, a week to 3 weeks to a month, whatever. Same place, me and my buddy, and they won't let us up there. So, but we let them down here. They can come down here. I think they have to fly down, but then they can rent a motorhome or come down and stay in a snowbird place down south and run all over our country. I don't see how that's making any sense. But I'm in favor of the Canadian walleye and the Canadian whiskey. I pull a cork once in a while. You're out there working in the fields and you're sore all over. Not all the time, but today's one of them days where I've been working hard for seems like weeks, and I just took the day off. My feet hurt. Starting to get too many thorn rips in me and everything else. I got to have at least 24 hours to recuperate. I think I'm going to sit here for 4 hours and watch this cheese smoke. That'll be fun. View like this. Looking out over the Rock and Bee. All right. 4 more hours when the cheese is done. We'll see if I can make another video. All right, there it is smoking. It's the grill temperature says it's 98 degrees inside the grill. It's pretty warm out today anyway. The actual probes in the cheese say it's around 75 degrees. So it's not adding any heat to the grill. That's just probably what the grill is, sitting out there in the sun. So we're definitely getting a good smoke on it. Interesting, because it's the first time I use my smoker with the cold smoke mode. It has it in the software when I updated it, and so I bought that smoker tube. I just need to get some of them shelves to put in there so I can smoke a whole ton of stuff at one time, use the whole space from the bottom to the top. They're a little pricey, but I've seen them online. All right, we'll keep on smoking. All right, smoking's coming along real good. I had a little incident, and I think when I turned my fan up a little bit, it actually caught the wood chips on fire inside the smoke tube, and I didn't know it. And then I turned the fan back down. Well, I noticed not as much smoke was coming out of the smoker, so I went up and looked, and it had a little flame going on the smoke tube. And because of the way I got it set up with my stuff kind of close to the smoke tube, the first 2 chunks of Swiss or whatever started melting. I mean, they didn't go down clear into the nut pan or nothing, but they started slumping down and melting down in there. So I ate one of them. That just took care of that problem. But I blew the fire out and turned my fan down, and now I'm just still letting there smoke, but it looks like it's doing its job. But that's a little tip. In the future, I might make a little separator, but so if something ever flares up, it won't, let the flame get over closer to the cheese and whatnot. But if I get me them trays, that might help out some too. If I put that smoke tube down underneath, I'm afraid it would put too much heat up into the cheese. You're supposed to lay it over to the side. So that's just something I'm gonna have to keep my eye on. I think the trick is keep the fans turned down farther and use the smoke and use the fans just a little bit to circulate the smoke. Anyway, we're just gonna keep on smoking. All right, whitetail hunter coming at you here. Just finishing up my smoke job on my cheese. Man, it's such a beautiful evening to sit outside. That far tree line, as far as you can see away. My fenced in bean plots clear on the other side of that. It goes back a long ways. Anyway, this is what happened. I had a little mozzarella melt here, and the problem was I picked a terrible day. It was 98 degrees today. The cheese ain't even get over 100 degrees. So everything else held up. The Munster and the Sharp and everything held up pretty good. I did have a flare up where the tube caught on fire and melted a little bit, but like if you're gonna smoke, me being an amateur, definitely don't do it in the hottest part of the day. Do it in the morning or the evening, because it's doing fine now, and it was a little bit earlier too. But yeah, it's sweating good, and I taste some. It's got a smoky flavor. I'm gonna take it in and let it rest in the refrigerator, and then let it rest for whatever it is, a couple days, and then I'll vacuum seal it, and that'll probably really pull the flavor in, and then we'll give it a shot. But hey, live and learn, that's what I say. And I've been using Green Mountain for quite a while. There's a turkey down there. Listen to him. You gotta love that off your porch. Clucking the beat heck. Anyway, this is the Whitetail Hunter. We're gonna close it out. You guys have a blessed day. We'll see what we can do in the near future.